And check out that beautiful new logo, folks. Wrestling with Time logo. We got the tree fighting the hourglass.
It's your boy Tree J on the right, and it's your boy Time on the left. And now we're going to get into a little bit of news.
You know, I had to crack a couple of cold Steve Weisers. Stone Cold's favorite, Coors Light. At any house shows, anyway. That's what I've always seen, Coors.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. In this corner, weighing in at 195 pounds, he is from Long Island, New York, the challenger, Time War. However, from here on and forever, our time is now!
Breaking news, 6 hours ago, just got the message, we lost the wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. And that's crazy. You know,
he was a part of the WrestleMania legacy of the first couple of WrestleManias. You know, he had the biggest, I think at the time was the biggest match against Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know too much about him. I just knew he was a legend, when he used to come with the Legends all the time. And he might have even did Legends House, a season of Legends House.
I think he did.
He did, right? Same one with Mean Gene Okerlund and all them, right? Same.
Yeah, Mean Gene, Larry Zbyszko, I believe, and a couple other guys.
All right. But yeah, other than that, what else you got for news? Because I just saw that, like, right before I called you, I just saw Kevin Nash post, like, I'm glad I got to be your friend or something. And I was like, oh, let me Google this real quick. And July 12th today, Paul Orndorff, rest easy.
Well, my news is that we got some surprise people showing up at different events, and the WWE is cutting back on non-compete clauses. What does that mean? Cutting back non-compete clauses is where after they fire them, they are given anywhere 30, 60 to 90-day non-compete clause to where that WWE pretty much sits them, pays them to sit on their ass for 90 days or extended amount of time and for them not to go work. Aleister Black, the reason why Aleister Black came in AEW was because he was still under his NXT contract. Vince never signed him to a main roster contract. So he didn't have a 90-day compete clause. He had a 30-day non-compete clause. That's what NXT superstars are getting, are 30-day non-compete clauses.
Any more releases? I mean, is that in the releases? Is that what you're talking about? Releases right now? I think he did get let go, right, Black? Damian, Killian, a couple other, but that might have been last cuts. We just didn't get the chance to get around to it. I think that was like June 25th, and I think we spoke.
No. This is all new news because AEW is about to debut another superstar at All Out.
Braun!
No. Don't think it's going to be Braun Strowman.
I would love for it to be, though. That is one of my favorites.
I think
that they let go recently.
I think Braun Strowman might be going to Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know, man. AEW is getting them all.
And I'll tell you why. Impact Wrestling needs a new Abyss. Since Joe Parker himself is working at WWE as part of Triple H's, consulting team for NXT, he's one of the road agents and everything, and then, one of the producers in NXT. Mm-hmm. The original Abyss from TNA is now working in WWE.
Okay. He's been for a while,
WWE.
Right? He's been
since 2018, 2019, he's been a part of the NXT road crew.
I feel like we spoke about him on a previous show.
Another thing, I think Braun's going to go there only for the fact that Impact has a deal with AEW.
Mm-hmm.
So what I think is that he'll go to Impact for the star power, and then when it's time for him to do what Kenny Omega did, come to Impact Wrestling and take the title, I think he might do that. I think he might become Impact champion and then go to AEW and take the AEW title and bring it to Impact and do the whole thing that Kenny Omega did. But since he's a big guy, they can book him really good for at least a good 6-7 months. You can book him as dual champion, probably halfway through the 6-7 months, probably say about the 4th, 5th month in, have him lose the first title, which would be the Impact title. And then he's holding on to the AEW belt, which now forces him to go to AEW to wrestle. But when he loses the belt, he has to go back to Impact Wrestling because he's contracted by Impact, not AEW.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a very good storyline, because I can see Cody Rhodes getting into that. I can see the Young Bucks trying to get into that.
Yeah.
I can see MJF getting into that. I can see a whole bunch of really cool, all these new up-and-comers coming out in AEW, which, some people I haven't heard of. Understandable. But like I said, AEW is WWE light.
You're a pro WWE guy. That's what it is. AEW is coming up, bro. I was just watching AEW Dark for the first time recently, and I just watched one that
if you were to ask me
Elevation or something. I was just watching right before we called.
If you were to ask me in 2006 to 2014, which would you have preferred, WWE or TNA? I would have said TNA.
Yeah, well, that's how I'm preferring right now. AEW, bro.
Impact Wrestling used to be the home of AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
That's where AJ made his big name.
Of course.
That's how I saw AJ Styles. That's when he came to the WWE. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, he's going to retire with the WWE. This will be great.
I think we spoke about this before, where I actually saw AJ Styles and Samoa Joe at Ring of Honor. I went with Carvana when we were in like fucking 7th grade, 8th grade at Sports Plus. We were like ringside seats. And like he did like a Styles Clash through a table, bro. That shit was wild back then, bro. Met Mick Foley that night. Fucking, that shit was crazy.
I used to work on his house.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yo, speaking of used tos and other things we spoke on the show, bro, your boy Taz has a lot of quotables in this episode. I can't lie. And it's a SmackDown pay-per-view, the Great American Bash, this one, the 04. Mm-hmm. And he had some quotables in there that we're going to get to later on. But you want to drop your sponsors, kid? Drop your sponsors. Let them know what the word is.
Hey, guys, listen. There is a bar of soap out there that will change your life. When I mean change your life, it is a fucking big game changer. Did you know that almost 97% of the generic bar soaps and actual body washes that you use are labeled as dish soap? You're not a dish. You're a goddamn man. What you need to do, you need to go out and you need to get yourself some Dr. Squatch soap. You can get it in a heavy grit, a medium grit, a zero grit, however dirty you are and the gritness that you need. Maybe you want silky smooth skin like I am right now. I'm using a zero grit and it's called Fresh Falls. They have deodorant. They got shampoo, conditioner. They got everything. Head over to drsquatch.com. And if you're not, and if you don't believe me now, just wait until you see the sponsored video later that we have created just for you to show you that Dr. Squatch really does work.
Factoroni. And you could get that affiliate link below with all our other sponsors. You could Cash App us. We got t-shirts coming with this new logo, so be on the lookout. This logo right here. Anyway, we could just jump into it. You got any other news, finance news, political news you want to let the world know about? We jumping right in.
I found a very inspiring quote from Joe Biden. It's a picture of him just saying, "What?"
I saw that.
It's a very inspiring
And I
quote.
saw your little fucking car that you renamed Patriot. What is it?
The Patriot Pacer number 45.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I seen that shit. But this is I think this is Our Time Is Now, episode 25. And this is Wrestling with Time. This is 10, right?
I think this is 11.
Is it 11? All right.
I believe it's 11.
It could be. I know we got more rest. I got more rest. I kind of went from like opening a podcast that was really about everything and just really channeling our love for wrestling into it and kind of overrode it. with wrestling, but I don't give a shit because I love wrestling. I love taking a trip down memory lane. I love just talking about this shit. I love watching it. I love enjoying it. And we have some of the best to do it tonight, bro. We got Eddie Guerrero on the card. I love talking about Eddie anytime Eddie's name pops up. Pretty good lineup. Great. This is Great American Bash 04. Also want to let you guys know who was the referee we were talking about on the last show. We said did Nature Boy.
Scotty Armstrong.
I looked him up, kid. It wasn't him. I found pictures of him. It was this prick, and it was Charles Robinson. Here we are, Charles.
Charles Robinson.
I knew it. I couldn't think about it. I said I was going to put a picture in the last show if I could find it. I didn't edit it in, but right here, this is little Naitch Jr. In case you guys tuned into the last episode and were like, what the hell are they talking about? There you go. This opens up with something kids don't do anymore, and that is pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And it's kind of sad we don't actually do that no more. I don't know if they do that in schools anymore or if it's area, regional, sectional.
To be honest, I really don't know. I think you're asking the wrong person on that.
I know, but I'm saying that's the whole thing is I don't know. So I'm just like, maybe we should get back to that, pledging allegiance to the United States. We don't say it. We're divided more now than ever. Not that the pledge has anything to do with it, but whether you believe in under God or a creator or whatever the case is, it kind of was a unification. We had Torrie Wilson, way sexier in that getup than Uncle Sam. She had that. She was like the poster girl for the show. Vince made her the poster girl. At this time, we got the Doctor of Thugganomics. When I actually liked Cena. This is like when Cena was worldwide.
This is when Cena was pretty good. He was a very good heel character. And this is why that, they won't bring him back as a heel character, because they bring him back as a heel character. He's going to do this because this is very easy for him to do, and he can really get into it. That's the whole problem. And with a PG environment, you can't put Cena like
not
that.
There no more. That was beginning of ruthless
because
aggression.
That's what the fan like me wants to see. I want to see that John Cena.
Me too, 100%. That was my favorite John Cena.
From 05 to 2010, hustle, loyalty, respect. Great.
Just the whole being able to roast people on TV and some of the shit he said. Like one time he's talking about Big Show and he's like, I see you smuggling plums.
At WrestleMania, that. He comes out at WrestleMania 20 with a fucking cardboard cutout of fucking Jay-Z, and he's going, all the life in the knee, the said, and he's standing right behind him and he's doing the fingers like this. He goes, it's me and my girlfriend.
That was WrestleMania 20?
Yeah.
No, that's the year he fought Big Show, though, wasn't it? For the United States, or
that was WrestleMania 20.
Oh, that was?
That was WrestleMania 20. That was on the stage at Madison Square Garden.
So I initially had like not one of his best raps.
Or was it was it Jay-Z that he had the cardboard cut out of, or was it fucking oh my God. It was either Jay-Z.
I don't remember.
Who sings the song "Me and My Girlfriend"?
It is probably Jay-Z. I mean,
girl.
Tupac sings it originally, but then Jay-Z.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, or was it like Jay-Z and like Alicia Keys or something?
I don't know. I never really.
But all I know is that at WrestleMania 20, he came out to that.
That was like
that was awesome.
You know what? I never really was huge on Jay-Z, bro. That's the whole thing. Like, I'm getting older in life, and I'm starting to go back and listen to him. But aside from the Black Album, I never really bumped Jay-Z. And aside from, like, Collision Course with Linkin Park,
3,
I was always a Nas guy.
Empire 3 was okay.
I was always a Illmatic, Stillmatic. It was written, Firm Click, Nas, Foxy, fucking AZ. Like, that was my shit.
Empire 3 wasn't that bad.
Empire 3?
Empire 3 wasn't that bad. Yeah, no,
that's one of his albums?
Yeah.
I just feel like, it's a very, whatever, unpopular opinion, whatever. I just feel like if Biggie was still here today, Jay-Z wouldn't have maybe attained the fame that he had. Like, Big would still be the king of New York, and Jay-Z might be like that Prince of New York. Kind of how, like, Jay-Z maybe considered the king of New York, and then you got Nas down here, and they're always, like, friendly competitors. Like, That's just me.
Well, did you ever hear the story of what happened to Nas?
Nah, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
When right before he became famous, he had a notebook that had about like 8 albums worth of songs.
Yeah.
Somebody stole that notebook one day when he was on the subway going home.
It happens to a lot of artists.
8 albums worth of songs that he was about to fucking put out and everything. Fucking was stolen from a fucking backpack, from his backpack.
Happens, bro.
On the subway.
I remember Joe Budden dissing Lloyd Banks, and he said, for leaving a whole career in some bitch car, no name, but it's no sublime, you know who you are. And I think it was a shot at Lloyd Banks for leaving his whole bag in a bitch's whip or some shit, and album got stolen that way or whatever it was. Might have been Lloyd Banks, could have been someone else, but he said, pump it up, fire money. And I think that's like how like Banks used to say money. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be just talking some shit. But I actually wrote it here. I was like, not one of his best raps, but then I crossed it out because it started off shitty. But then when he calls RVD on Rolling Thunder, he's like, and I seen that thing Rob does. He ain't gonna be Rolling Thunder. He said something about rolling blunts. And he went like this to RVD. And I was like, okay, that was good. And then he called Rene Dupree on his dance. And he said he called him a bitch like Fifi, his dog. So it was okay. And it's funny though, because when RVD came in the ring,
don't pick on Rene Dupree. Come on, Rene was only like 19 at the time. Don't pick on
we
Rene.
Already went over this Dupree and Grenier, Silva and Grenier last episode.
I know.
But it was funny because when Rob Van Dam got in the ring, I forget what I was reading his lips out to say because I was having a couple. But like he looked at Cena like, yo, either like that was a good line or it was like almost like, come on, bro, rolling blunts, like. And Cena was just like, like. Called it out, but you read his lips. Like he said something, RVD, and he went like this before the camera cut to the next entrance. Like he was like, yo, you came up with that or some shit? Like, that was fire. I don't know. But so we got a fatal 4-way elimination. Cena, RVD, Booker, and Dupree. I had my prediction on Cena because this is a point when the company was really pushing Cena. So I didn't think he was going to lose.
Yeah, at around 05, this is probably right around that time. But everybody, Rob Van Dam was starting to get a fucking big push because ECW's One Night Stand just happened. This is 05. So the first ever One Night Stand just happened at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City about a month before. And RVD was getting a lot of traction. Because the next ECW, because this is where they planned Rob Van Dam to be the next WWE champion, because in 2006 at the ECW One Night Stand, Rob Van Dam won the WWE title. Fair and square, clean, 1, 2, 3. Yes, Edge did interfere. Edge did interfere and speared the both of them because he was pissed because he couldn't challenge John Cena for the title. But RVD beat John Cena clean for the WWE title live on television.
RVD could have been a
Pay-per-view.
RVD could have been.
Sorry.
He should have been in the big player picture, but he was always, no matter what, he was always in like the European or intercontinental picture.
What they should have done when they bought ECW, they should have bought the TV title. And they should have made the TV title
his RVD.
For superstars like, how they do in AEW. That's a good thing. The TNT Championship, that's a very good idea. Because then that's who who the television company is going to want to push later down the road.
But also, I mean, if you have all these other titles, it kind of like undersaturates like the market as far as like, okay, world heavyweight champion and then just like the TV champion. So, like, you're the TNT champion when they air on Wednesdays. The
champion can go back and forth.
Yeah.
Unlike the world. You see, at this point.
But you're like a face of the company without major face, kind of. Yeah. You're right. It's like the same situation.
So, the TV title could have been today's 24/7 championship.
I always felt like Triple H wanted that World Heavyweight Championship because he wanted the same one Flair wanted. That's why he never really went for the WWE title. He had the WWE title, of course. And in the beginning, before they unified him into the Undisputed, But he always wanted that world heavyweight championship. Like he wanted that belt, that Nature Boy that he grew up watching on TV, rocking that around his waist.
I don't think so. What I think it was that when Eric Bischoff brought the WCW title to WWE for the World Heavyweight title, it was gifted to Triple H. So, there's a lot of rumors out there because WWE doesn't own the actual WCW title. Did you know this? They do not own the original WCW title that Ric Flair actually brought.
Yeah, so they had
WWE
they altered it a little bit, but it was like the same shape. But
the original idea was for Eric Bischoff and Ric Flair to produce, to give him the new world title, which would have just crossed out WCW and put WWE.
Yeah.
That's all it would have did. The problem is that there's a lot of stories that probably 3 or 4 wrestlers actually have the real WCW world title.
Yeah.
From the same title that Ric Flair came into WWE in 91 with. There's rumors that Ric Flair actually has it, and he's never ever going to give it to anybody. There's rumors that Sting has it. There's rumors that Booker T has it. There are even rumors, and this was going to sound weird, that Paul Heyman might have the original WCW title.
I would not put it past that prick.
And only because to put one over on Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff and Jim Herd, which at the time between 88 to 95 was Jim Herd era, which Paul Heyman had a lot of lawsuits against Jim Herd. That's why Paul Heyman left WCW and created ECW. Eric Bischoff came in 94, didn't become television producer and executive till 95. So when you do the math, hold on. Eric Bischoff was around during the Jim Herd era, but he was backstage and everything. He wasn't television or anything like that. He wasn't pretty much introduced on TV until about late 94, 95.
Okay.
So rumor is that Paul Heyman took it when he left the company. There's also reports that Booker T had it because Booker T was the last world champion.
Of course, that could be possible too.
So out of all those wrestlers that I named, the only one that seems to make the most sense is Booker T, because he was the last one to be WCW champion.
Yeah.
But there was a rumor going around that when they had the last WCW show, and when Shane McMahon bought it and everything, and they did the back and forth simulcast and everything, and the main event was Booker T versus Sting, which was a great match.
I forgot all about that back-to-back simulcast.
That was a great match. Here's the thing: to this day, I've been watching the archive shit that's on A&E, with WWE going to find all their old stuff and everything and tracking it down.
Yeah.
They haven't went out and tried to find the WCW title, the real WCW title. So there's a rumor that Ric Flair might have it from when he left WWE, WCW, and then when WCW sued him for having it, he had to give it back. I honestly think that WCW said, well, it's Ric Flair's now. Ric Flair's never going to give it back. So, we got a replica. Let's just use the replica. Nobody will know the difference.
Yeah.
So, wouldn't it be weird that WCW was wrestling with a replica belt all the way up until its existence? That's how you knew it was shit.
I was actually.
I'm just saying, conspiracies are conspiracies.
Well, back to the original belt, WCW. I mean, I'm sorry, Great American Bash was actually originally WCW pay-per-view.
A WCW event.
And I was watching some of the old ones too. Like I was watching Page and Macho Man, like 97 or something, and the earlier ones, like the 88, 89, 99, like it's like all battles Ric Flair for the championship, battles Ric Flair for the championship, battles Ric Flair for the championship. And I think it was even NWA title in the first Great American Bash, 88 maybe. I could be wrong, but I was just reading the description on
Jim Crockett Promotions at that time was still in league with the NWA, so the NWA title was still the world's heavyweight championship
that
during
makes
that
sense.
time.
So that's
because
why
that was
Naitch
still
had
the
it for so long.
territory they were in.
Yep.
But going back to what you said, you want to? I think it's a Great American Bash video. I'm not entirely too sure.
Well, I do want us to do another Great American Bash and just keep this theme rolling for this month. We'll do another one, like an older one, a retro one, and it's Independence Month. You know, Happy 4th of July, salute.
Well, I'm trying to think. I don't know if it was a bash at the beach.
Oh, that could be it, or Great American Bash,
or Great American Bash, one of Chris Benoit's best matches.
We're gonna have to look it up.
Against Kevin Sullivan.
We're gonna have to look it up and find out. That was.
That's Bash at the Beach.
No. There was a Kevin Sullivan and Benoit match that I was watching, but I was like dozing in and out, and I woke up and I heard Benoit goes after Sullivan or something, like while I was dozing out, and then I just turned over and I shut it off because I was like, it was like early in the morning, like 2:00, and I was just trying to sleep.
That might have been the Bash at the Beach, the Great American Bash, or that might have been a Clash of Titans or whatever
Clash
they used
of
to
Champions.
have.
Tuesday night, Thursday night, whatever it was, Vince.
Saturday Night Titans.
But
Saturday night.
But we'll get back to one of those. Like I said, this is the beginning of Cena's build. I don't really see him losing. I mean, I just bought some fire, by the way. Chalkline Harlem Heat fucking pants. I can't wait for them bitches to get here, bro. I seen those joints online, and I was like, how much
did you spend on them?
Here's the deal. I didn't get them from WWE.com, which was like $54.99 or whatever they were going for. I got like this other website that popped up, and I got them for like 22 something, like 22.50, and they're the same exact Chalkline pants, same factory, just probably over order, whatever, like that oversell website or whatever.
Well, hold on. WWE needs to, let's say it costs $7 to make to make that product. WWE is going to upsell it 1,000% to make that money.
And then they also charge you like $7 shipping. Yeah, $500.
Yeah, so
I saw that. I want that Wolfpack title, but I'm like 500 beans.
One of the titles I have.
Yeah,
one of the titles I have. It's a $20 title. They make it for $5. They 1,000% it fucking, and then they make fucking $15 on it.
I know. But I saw the fucking the Wolfpack one looks fire, and it was like zinc alloy plating or whatever, 24 karat or 18 karat, whatever, like plated. I mean, rather zinc alloy, the material, and it looks fire. It's got the wolf on it and the for life and red and black belt, and I said $500 a little too much out of my league. Unless somebody wants to gift me $500, I can wear it on the show and thank you and shout you out in the comment section. Our time is now. Hashtag our time is now. Find it in the description too. But they are dope. So here's one funny quote. We're gonna get to the first Taz funny quote. He said, "I am the Frenchman. I am the French tickler. I tickle French guys."
I remember that. Oh my God! You just brought back the most hysterical.
He's like, "I am the Frenchman. I am the French tickler. I tickle French guy." Fucking hilarious. Taz.
Go back and play SmackDown versus Raw 2006. Use Rene Dupree. He says it
every time. The French tickler.
Every time. Every single time.
I didn't even realize. I must have been distracted or turned my head for a minute because I didn't even realize.
Did he say he has to take a French pee?
I didn't. I didn't even notice RVD got eliminated because it was a roll-up schoolboy by Cena. Celebration don't last long for RVD. You know, in and out real quick. Dupree gets gone by Booker. You know, FU by Cena. And that's the end of that match. Sorry. I told you John Cena was going to win, guys. He was the shit at this time. But,
John, Taiwan is a country. You're a selling out piece of shit.
Come on, bro.
Taiwan is a country.
He was just trying.
Taiwan's a country. Fuck China. Okay? No. Fuck China. All right?
Oh,
fuck Lord. You, John. Fuck you. You should have known better, and now you're gonna fuck with the best, and the best is yet to come.
Bro, he just wanted
Me 2024.
He just wanted to go over there and join that band, bro. That boy band that's real famous.
No, he wants to sell. No, because he knows Fast 9
coming out.
Fucking sucked in the fucking is gonna suck in the United States, but China loves that shit. So he's trying to pander to the Chinese audience, which is now where most of the movies are being made, and this is where they make the most money. And you know what? If you want to fucking make movies for China, go fucking move to China, live there for 3 years, and then try to come back here. They're going to shoot you in the face. They're going to call you an American spy. Fuck Cena. Fuck him up. Anybody sees John Cena, sit there and call him a fucking traitor to this country.
You
and
can't
then walk
see
right
me.
up to him and go, Taiwan is a country
You can't
and you
see
can't
me.
see me.
I wish The Rock was
You
here.
pretty pepper
You can't
looking
see me.
motherfucker.
You trying to be
You
me,
can't
Cena?
see me.
You can't see me.
You can't see me.
Check him into the SmackDown
You
hotel.
can't see me. I can see you. You can't see me. Can you see me?
Yo, that was like one of the greatest promos. I love The Rock for that shit, bro.
You're walking
That was
around in your red
classic
shirt,
Rock.
your green shirt, your orange shirt, your purple shirt. You're walking around like a bowl of fucking Fruity Pebbles.
All right, this is getting its own fucking segment. How far in are we here? About a half
The
hour mark.
greatest thing that The
Remember
Rock
that
has ever
timestamp.
done. The greatest thing in my generation I have ever heard The Rock say. You can't see me.
I loved it. I loved it. It's just the way he did it. You can't see me.
The way he did. I remember watching that live. I pissed my pants. It was so fucking funny. I swear to God, I would have never thought in my lifetime I see The Rock acting like a little kid going, you can't see me. I can see you. Can you see me?
Yo, funny story. Okay, I'm in the science center with my kids at work today, and there's this wheel, and you got to turn it 1,000,000 times, and then eventually, it's like whatever, and then ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and you got to get it up to 1,000,000. And then eventually the wheel turns, like these wheels turn fast, and then the ones turn slow. You got to turn it literally 1,000,000 times before it breaks the glass. And I was joking with my kids today, and I said, man, Godzilla couldn't even break that glass. And he's like, yeah, Godzilla would just like step on it. And I was just like, okay. So he's like, we need somebody like John Cena in here. And I was just like, maybe John Cena is here. You can't see him. And he just looked at me like this and smiled. And I was like, maybe he's in this room right now, but we just can't see him, guys.
Yeah. Maybe he's standing there with the fucking Chinese Communist flag going, Xi Jinping.
We were walking. It's funny because we're walking back, and one of the kids said something to me, and I forgot what it was. And I just said, I pulled out an Austin 316 line, and he's just like, the one kid who's a preteen in my group, he's like 16. He's like a teen helper. And he just looks to the kid and he's like, you don't know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is? And I was like, yeah, it's before his time. Don't worry about it. And I go, it was John Cena's dad. And we're crossing the street and the kid goes, wait a minute, that was really John Cena's dad? And I was just like, pretty much. He was the big thing before John Cena came on the scene. Like, might as well be his dad.
You know what?
Learned everything from Poppy.
I got to see if The Miz is still selling the fuck Cena shirts. I remember when him and The Miz were doing that big rivalry a few years ago.
I don't know.
With him and his wife and John Cena and Nikki Bella. He had, no. Yeah. No. It was a couple of years before that because they've had 3 encounters. I'm thinking the second encounter, he was wearing a fuck Cena shirt.
I wish.
No, it was spelt like, how Cena used to, put, fuck rules, and it would be ruck rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did that with a Cena shirt.
Yo, you might have to get it specially ordered or go on Etsy or maybe on Amazon, but I've been looking for fuck, fear, drink beer, Stone Cold's one forever. And because I think it said fuck, and even though it had the skull as the U, I don't think they offered it anymore. But I went on Etsy and I see people making them and selling them. Come on, man. Censor that word. That's not nice. I can't even censor it because I'm going to have to put a sticker over that. I'm going to have to put a sticker over that, sir. I'm censoring your freedom of speech, you fuck. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are having that type of sign in your fucking house?
Who am I? I'm an American citizen that's got the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. You want to come and ask about my vaccination? You're about to see the Second Amendment getting used on my lawn.
Oh, shit. You saw that video that JP Sears does where he's knocking on the door as the Biden administration? You like that guy, the little redhead dude that does all the, hello, guys, we're giving up freedom of speech. You know who I'm talking about? I got to send you his videos. He's hilarious. He's like so blatantly, like deliriously, like telling the truth. And I'm just like, this guy's fucking great.
This freedom of speech moment was brought to you by louderwithcrowder.com. Go to crowdershop.com and support the fight and get some merch. And get yourself some really cool clothes because it's the tits pajamas. Crowdershop.com.
You could also get these motherfucking shirts right here with this logo on it coming soon.
And also being sponsored by VA Fusion.
Can't forget the good old
drink
Steve
in order
wine.
to get 8 servings of vegetables and fruits every day.
The only serving for 8 is a V8.
I should have had a V8.
Could have been a Ric Flair styling, profiling, limousine driving, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, whatever the fuck else, son of a gun, getting 8 V's, getting 8 V's on your dick.
8 V's or HIVs? 8
V's. He's getting 8 vaginas. 8 vaginas for Nature Boy, bro. That's why
he was getting
he's running wild.
I thought he was getting 8 HIV vaginas.
Woo! Maybe he is. Who the fuck knows, man?
He's spreading that espresso fried rice.
He's like Voldemort from Harry Potter about to like
Ugh!
go into that real old man shit. He's gonna come back. He's gonna be like, woo, Harry Potter, I'm still the 16-time world champion at like 90 fucking years old. That motherfucker is going to be like Mae Young of men.
Not as long as I'm around.
Going to be the Mae Young man.
Nobody's going to get past me. Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I do miss the good old SmackDown versus Raw games where
that
the first one
fucking,
though.
What's his face? That kind of sounded like the governor, Jesse Ventura.
Bro,
I'm not just trying.
At first, I thought you were doing Triple H.
I'm just trying to give you the facts.
I thought you were doing Triple H.
Fluoride in the tap. I went trying going off the grid once, and it didn't work so good because the cameras kept following me. I'm just trying to tell you what I know.
I did have one of my kids dying today.
Navy SEAL veteran.
I did have one of my kids dying today, and I was doing Hulkamania, and I suck at it. But he's like, "I love your Hulk Hogan impression, bro." And I was like, "You got to see my co-host for Wrestling One Time." I was like, he does Dusty Rhodes, who you probably don't know. I was like, he does Triple H, he does Hulk Hogan, he does a whole bunch of impersonations. But they're getting changed for the pool, like in like the pool house, and like everybody has to go into the stall. Like I don't know why. Like there's actual changing area, but like. They always want to go into the stall, and there's only 2 stalls, and it's a whole pool of kids. And I'm like, yo, people got to go to the bathroom.
Everybody is embarrassed.
Yeah, but they're all waiting to go into the stall, and I'm just sitting there. It
carries over into your adult life, too.
I'm just sitting over there, and I'm like, listen here, brother. There's a reason why they have this changing area over here. Because when you get to high school, man, you're going to have to go in there and you're going to have to change. And there's a reason why they got these 2 stalls right here, brother. That's because when a Hulkamaniac comes in, bro, and he's got to let go. He's got to take a leak, man. And that's the only thing I know for life, bro. I had to go piss so bad, bro. And I was just like, come on, guys, hurry up. What are you taking so long and they're getting changed for? Like, come on, open up, bro. Just got out the pool. Got to wait for a line of kids to go in and get changed. Go get changed in the locker room area. This is a bathroom area. Kids pee on the floor in here. Why do you want to change next to a pee floor toilet?
That's how you get fungus on your feet, ladies and gentlemen. Always wash your feet after school.
Another fact that I learned today at the Science Center. We're talking about feet, bro. This is
and
just
don't step in dog shit.
So apparently, like, mosquitoes love Lindbergh cheese or some shit. And, like, if your feet smell like it...
Mosquitoes will love anything that has a sweet smell to it.
No, but apparently... Lindbergh cheese is what they love. It's like a fungus in it. So if your feet really smell really bad, mosquitoes are going to eat you worse, I think. or something. I got to reread it when I go back.
It has something though. One of my friends was trying to tell me this like 4 or 5 years ago. It has something to do with your blood type and the amount of sugar that's in your sweat. So if you sweat a lot, mosquitoes are more prone to come to you because your blood is a lot more richer.
Well, that's what they've always
because
said.
You sweat a lot more.
That's what they've always said, but
because you have a lot of sugar in your body.
But it definitely depends on like a certain type of bacteria or fungus that certain people give off. I guess whether it's in your feet or whether it's in your body, your pores, whatever the case is. But Lindbergher cheese, if you like put Lindbergher cheese in your room, bro, like they will swarm you or some shit. I think it's Lindbergher. I'll find out for next episode. And
Lindbergher is one of the nastiest smelling cheeses that are out there next to fucking
so the only thing I could think they smell like is Rob Casadente's feet.
Gouda. Feta and Gouda.
Gouda's great.
Disgusting.
Gouda's so banging though, bro. It doesn't even smell that bad.
Yeah, fuck that. Hold on. Legitimate and educated question right here. How do you eat your wings? Do you have them with blue cheese or ranch?
I don't really use sauce too much. I kind of just eat them flavored. I never get like plain wings. Like it's always got sauce, medium, hot, whatever.
If you have hot wings, do you dip it in ranch or blue cheese?
I don't really. It depends, bro. I never really had super hot wings where it burns my mouth off. Like I don't go to like a wings place and be like, yeah, give me like the hottest fucking. You got 32 flavors. I want the one that's gonna make me throw up.
It's either blue cheese or you can go fuck your mother. I can't stand anybody that puts ranch on their wings.
I mean, I've had blue cheese and ranch on my wings.
It's
not my favorite. It's not my favorite at all. Like I just like to eat the flavor.
If you like to eat wings with ranch, you like the taste of ass in your mouth.
Nah, I'm using
Joey Diaz.
I'm doing
Joey Diaz.
I love
Joe
him.
Rogan Experience 2009.
I love Coco, big pussy. Well, not big pussy. I thought it was from Sopranos.
It's either blue cheese on your wings or you can go fuck your mother. The waitress comes over to me and was like, oh, what do you want with your side of wings? It's like blue cheese or you can go fuck your mother.
Yeah.
Blue cheese or you can go fuck your mother.
The only time I really eat cheese on my wings, though, is if I'm getting like garlic parm wings. And the parm.
Now, Buffalo Wild Wings makes the best. I don't care what anybody says.
I never really went there.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, I've been there a couple times, but I'm just saying.
Tuesday nights, buy one get one on boneless or boned wings.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you can mix and match all the flavors.
There is one in Ithaca I got to get down to one of these days.
It's good. We're getting off topic here.
It's fine. So this next one I really wanted to discuss with you. I wish I could put the music in here. I'm predicting Haas versus Luther Reigns. I'm thinking this is
not Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Luther Reigns.
Not Roman Reigns, just Luther Reigns. No relation to the family.
I'm thinking this is the first failed Reigns taken over by Roman. I mean, even the music sounded familiar. Bum, bum, ba-da. It was a little different. And I said, sorry, Roman, they recycled you. Like they just went through Jim Johnson's vault and said, yeah, let's fucking make this guy Reigns and use this music again.
No. That's not true because what they did was they just used the Shields music for his theme song.
I know, but I'm saying.
And then the only difference.
It is
the
Reigns,
only
though.
difference between Roman's song and the Shield song after Roman became his own superstar, they took out the dana, so they just went dana. They just went straight into the Shield song. They got rid of the intro.
But
that's what they did with Roman Reigns.
But I'm saying even the music.
And now he's got this tribal chief theme.
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah, but I'm saying even on like the music for Luther Reigns though, that was like Angle's guy at this point, and I'm thinking
okay, how about this?
Sounds just like
the Patriot Del Wilkes, who just passed away last week.
Wait,
he came out to Kurt Angle's theme.
Wait, hold up. The Patriot passed away.
The Patriot Pat Wilkes, just passed away last week.
I saw him at a show in Elmira here with fucking Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, and Sabu.
Just passed away, 57 years old of a heart attack.
Shit. Rest your soul, brother.
Just so you know, the Patriot was in WWE in 95.
Yeah, I know. He's always been
Kurt Angle's theme before Kurt Angle was even in the WWE.
Yeah, he's always been around, and he's always been on the circuits. Like, I think he was even with WCW at one time, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't as the Patriot, I don't think. I think he was labeled something else.
Anyway, it was quick match. I didn't really care for it too much. Haas is great, but I mean, like, Luther Reigns, I knew, like, I predicted Haas.
They were trying to push Luther Reigns as the next Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and I thought I predicted Haas. It was Luther Reigns with the win. Didn't really fancy it too much, but
we have to do one episode. Speaking of Charlie Haas, I love Charlie Haas.
I know you do.
When he was exiting the company, he did all the character impersonations. He did John Cena. He did JBL. He did fucking he did JBL first. Then he did John Cena. Then he did the Great Khali.
Oh.
Then he did Bret the Hitman Hart. Then he did Beth Phoenix, which was fucking hysterical. I remember watching that. I remember watching that live on commentary. You got Rowdy Roddy Piper, Goldust, and the Honky Tonk Man. This is during Santino Marella's Intercontinental Champione of the greatest of all time.
Is this when he had
during 08?
The Cobra.
Yeah, no, before the Cobra.
Oh,
this
word?
was before the Cobra. This was when Santino and Beth Phoenix were on television together.
Oh.
He was known. He was trying to beat the only person to hold the Intercontinental title longer than anybody in history, still to this fucking day, even though Chris Jericho and The Miz have almost fucking 10 reigns apiece, but don't have the amount of time that they've held it. The Honky Tonk Man has held the Intercontinental Championship for a record of 84 weeks.
Whoa.
Still a record that has not been broken yet until they met Santino Marella.
Really?
So
Santino broke Honky Tonk Man's record?
No. He never did. It was a gimmick. It was a thing called the Honkometer. Now, what I'm trying to get to is with Charlie Haas, where the second week he introduced the fucking Honkometer. He goes, put up the Honkometer. And after they put it up on the television screen, and he goes, the Honky Tonky Man has been Intercontinental Champione for a record of 84 weeks. And then he's at week 7 or 8 or whatever. And then Beth Phoenix music hits. She's next to him already.
Aww.
Her music hits, and it's Charlie Haas coming down the ramp, and all you hear is Roddy Piper going, King, we got Hillary Clinton in the WWE. And then after that, you're hearing King going, this is hard. This is so great. Does anybody have any objections to this? And then after that, Roddy Piper's is asking Goldust, come on, put something into here. And he goes, I don't like cross dressers.
Oh, my God.
He comes out, he does the thing that Beth Phoenix does, and his chest is bigger than Beth.
Goldust, right?
Boobs.
Oh, my God.
No, Charlie Haas, when he comes down to the ring and he's doing the Beth Phoenix thing, his chest is bigger than hers, not by the pecs that he has, but just by the things that he's doing.
Damn, you're right. Charlie Haas was an entertainer. Wasn't it me and you?
Cut this for 2 seconds. Cut this for 2 seconds. I'm sorry, I gotta answer this.
Oh yeah, hold up.
But yeah, he's walking down, and besides his regular, built body, they put fucking cantaloupes or something in the fucking bra straps of her fucking attire. King even makes the comment, I think Beth's a little pissed off because his chest is bigger than hers. So we have to do a whole segment
on
of
Charlie
where he's
Haas.
Copying every
So
God,
what we'll do is
when he
open
does
up next
JBL,
time. We'll do we'll watch a compilation video on YouTube. We'll find a good one and then run through it and then review it.
The best one is the second best one is when he's JBL. JBL's already out to the ring. He came out of the limo and everything, and he's fucking talking, and then after that he's like, I'm gonna be the next world champion, and it starts tonight. And then after that he's like, and now where's my opponent? And then all you hear is, I'm back here. I'm in the back of the limo. Let me out. He's in the trunk of JBL's limo. He comes out of the limo. He's dressed like JBL, and his name is CHL, Charlie Haas Layfield. And at the time, JBL had his hot sauce, Mama Jawama, hotsauce.com. So every 5 seconds, he's walking down the ring going, my name is CHL. I'm a big Texas blowhard, MamaJawamaHotSauce.com. And I love to just brag.
Yeah.
MamaJawamaSauce.com.
Damn
And I
right.
just love hearing my voice. Don't you love it? Mama Jawama, mama, wah. Every once in a while,
Yo, you were
when
so
I
right.
am in the mood,
You'll watch that
every
shit.
once in a while, when I'm in the mood to laugh my ass off, I will put on Charlie Haas's best impersonations. It's a 7-minute video. You'll laugh your fucking ass off.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And JBL does love talking.
Like John Cena. Oh, dude,
That motherfucker loves talking.
The way that Charlie Haas was talking about it and making it sound just like JBL, I was like, yo, all this I watched live on television. I remember all of this vividly.
I don't remember it.
Oh
but
my God.
I kind of there was a point where, like I said, like we talked before, where I thought like Haas and Benjamin kind of phased out, and Benjamin was one of my
World's
favorites.
greatest
now that he's
tag
back.
team.
Yeah, but I mean, like that brings us to JBL, bro. Next scene, I mean, he's talking shit about his Texas Bullrope match. As soon as I saw the rope, I knew. I was like, oh, this match, no DQ, already got me saying, let's go, Eddie. We lie, we cheat, we steal. I was like, let's go, man. No DQ. But that match wasn't yet. Next we have up Rey versus Chavo. And I predicted Rey. I wanted to say that this is a cruiserweight title match.
Yeah, this was also around the time where Rey kind of broke, in Chavo's eyes, Rey broke up Los Guerreros.
Really?
So this was the beginning of Chavo becoming a bad guy.
Yeah, well, I was going to say...
They already lost. You see, in the storyline, that's why Eddie's facing JBL for the title. They already lost the tag titles.
Okay.
So Chavo's blaming Rey for that because, if I remember correctly, I think a few months before they lost the titles, Rey said something to Eddie live on SmackDown, and he whispered in his ear. And when Chavo asked him, "Hey, what did Rey say?" and he sat there and he just spaced out, and he goes, "Oh, nothing, Paquito. Come on, let's go."
Yeah,
and then they walk away, and then it clicks after they lost the titles.
Working
like a few months later, Rey said fuck Chavo, get rid of the titles and fucking go back and be a champion again.
Well, I have another.
Chavo's mind during this storyline, he thought that Rey was the main reason of the destruction of Los Guerreros, which you'll figure out later. In 2005, in the beginning, you had Rey versus Eddie for most of 05.
Mm-hmm. Because
when Eddie couldn't win back the title, he blamed Rey.
Yeah, you're right. And that's when the whole Dominic shit came in.
That's why Eddie and Rey had that really good rivalry. It started
Dominic, I'm your papi. Now you got Dominic.
You listen to him, you listen to me.
I do love the fact that they got Dominic and Rey, like father and son, fighting side by side. I'm happy Rey.
Dude, I cannot believe he used to have fucking platinum white hair, and now he's got dark hair now.
But I mean, just in general, I think that's awesome that Rey's withstood the test of time, which brings me to a quote that Taz called Rey Mysterio the greatest cruiserweight ever, and I can 100% attest to that. I agree, 100%.
100%.
I don't think anybody's breaking the game
as good
greater
as he
than
did
Rey.
in WCW in
So
the 90s.
Good. And
he looks just as good, and he's probably even gotten better, even with all his injuries. He knows how to pace himself better.
And 100% that I think I was gonna say this is we talked about it on the last show that I said I forget who we said was the best match, like Benoit or Eddie, the way they worked together, or Rey and Eddie. I think we said was probably the number one best working together, like in synchronicity. I think the close second, though, would be Chavo and Rey. I mean, I think they put on a hell of a match. Like, I'm talking about explosiveness, how they work together, and things like that. Chavo is a great wrestler,
Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero.
Nah, but we already talked Benoit, Eddie, or Rey and Eddie.
A match that never happened for a major title.
I know, but we said Rey and Eddie in an Iron Man match would probably be, probably compete with the Hart, HBK, and along with the greatest Iron Man matches. But I mean,
But
this was a lot of back and forth.
One of the greatest matches that we probably would have never seen.
Angle and
Eddie
Eddie
versus Kurt Angle.
Didn't we see it though?
For the title.
Slip the boot.
For the actual title, not on a WrestleMania stage, because that's a feel-good moment that had to happen.
You're talking about like just a regular stage show, like a
regular, you know, let's say like, all right, Eddie won that WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the feel-good moment of the WC. That's WrestleMania 20. That's all
that was WrestleMania 20.
You know, those were the two hardworking WCW guys who defected, came over, and actually worked their way up and became champions.
I think we didn't do WrestleMania 20 yet, bro. That's my favorite WrestleMania aside from 19 that we did.
Yet.
We got to do it soon because we've been talking about it a lot on this past couple shows, but that'll be next month. Let's get through the bashes for the month. We'll do American. We'll do tribute to the troops or something we could even do, but I feel like that's Christmas time.
I've seen them. I'm not they're very short.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, there's a lot of back and forth in this match. But Ray gets injured. 619 single leg crab, rope break, roll up, and then he did a gory bomb counter. 1, 2, 3. I didn't even know like gory bomb. I had to like look it up to see again what it was. Yo, you good? You froze, kid. But yeah, did you hear what I said about Chavo?
It was going to be a guitar, but since there's a lot of bombings in that area and everything, so the trip for the tribute to the troops is voluntary. So if you don't want to go, you don't have to.
Wait, who's that?
So John Laurinaitis.
Oh, that's what he always used to tell me.
People power.
Yeah, fucking guy. But I don't even know if you heard what I said about
Vice
Ray.
President of Talent Relations.
I had to look up.
To this day.
Still?
To this day, Executive Vice President of Talent Relations.
So he's the one fucking up, letting everybody go.
No, the actual guy letting everybody go is Nick Khan inside the actual boardroom.
That's right, you said that.
He's trying to cut the corners so that they can look more profitable.
So
Tony
Khan
for $1.3 billion.
Tony's taking over,
Settlement payment to buy the WWE and all its content, and even buy out their streaming services on Peacock for $5.99.
That's what I do, the low plan, $5.99 plan. But I'm getting all your missed calls right now because it's like telling me notifications. Missed call. You tried like 5 times. My Wi-Fi was out for like 5 minutes. Yeah. I tried calling you too.
Died.
I'm like, dude, you froze. You probably didn't hear what I said about Ray with the rope break, single leg crab, roll up after he did a gory bomb counter. I actually had to look up the gory bomb and see what it was.
That's Eddie Guerrero's dad's one of Eddie Guerrero's dad's moves, I believe.
Was it Eddie's dad?
Guerrero.
Chavo was doing it.
Guerrero created the gory bomb. He created the camel clutch, and he created there was another move he created too.
Eddie's dad created a lot of shit, bro.
But the camel clutch was never invented. The camel clutch was never invented by the Iron Sheik. No, that was created by Eddie Guerrero's father.
I love the WWE Originals where hola, he says, hola le Eddie, hola le Chavito, looking good, Holmes. Yeah, 2 essays. We got the Latin heat for the ladies. We meet, we lie, we chill, we steal. When we fight, you can't beat what's up, ladies. It's Chavo and Eddie. You know we came to have some fun, and we're ready to get down with the mamacitas, all the foxy senoritas. Come here, girl, just take my hand. Even if you have a man, he can't do the things we can. I think that's the whole bar for bar verse.
You know what? I like Chavo Guerrero better when they put him in a white getup. All right, they called him Kerwin White. They shaved all his hair. They fucking bleached blonde his hair. Put him in a fucking Tiger Woods. I shit you not. Go look it up. Kerwin White, Chavo Guerrero. He drove around with Dolph Ziggler in 2005 in a golf cart.
Oh my god.
Coming out to Frank Sinatra.
Oh my god, Chavo, you didn't do that, did you, Chavo?
Yes, he did for like 6 months.
Damn.
And then he killed the gimmick after his uncle died.
Oh yeah, because he bought the Guerrero back. It was the EG straps and
Yep.
everything. Man, that shit still hits me, bro. That shit still gets me.
Girl in white. It's a beautiful day to wake up in a white neighborhood.
So, yo, they're getting
That's how
ready.
the theme song goes. It was so racist. You want to talk about racism? It's a good to be up in a white neighborhood.
And he's Latino, so it's like, what the fuck you got this guy playing the role of that
He
for?
had Dolph Ziggler as his golf caddy. This is 05. So to give people a recollection of how long Dolph Ziggler has been in the business.
Oh, long time.
All right. Dolph Ziggler's been in since 2003.
I was gonna say 02 even.
No, 03. 03.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, because him and John Morrison were part of the executive stooges for Eric Bischoff when he became general manager of Raw.
I'm back, and I'm better.
One of my favorite theme songs. I love that theme song.
Fucking Eric. Every time that hits nowadays, I'm like, I love it. Back then, when I was
People
playing
are going
SmackDown versus
nuts
Raw, I was
for
like,
him. I
fuck
love
fuck you, Bischoff. But so yo, we go to cutscene. It's Sable or Torrie, whatever, someone interviewing them. Yeah, it's interviewing in the hot tub because that's what they were doing. And you just have the Funaki with the God bless America. You know, like after Torrie stands
And remember,
up to
people,
get ready
this
for
guy
Sable.
who just said God bless America for looking at two hot blondes
Of course.
was the same guy that was going to choppy somebody's pee-pee.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What was his fucking thing?
Funaki,
What was his shit? Just chop, right? Or some shit.
we're going to chop your pee-pee.
But anyway,
They were going
fucking.
to cut off Val Venus's Big Lebowski.
Oh, yeah, that was right because he was the porn star.
Funaki was part of that stable.
Oh shit, that was Taka Michinoku and Funaki as a stable.
Funaki, yeah, that's
At
all
that
the
time?
Asian wrestlers from
They were good.
New Japan and All Japan through that
I'll tell
time.
you what, I always had a like the Michinoku driver, and I always enjoyed watching Taka Michinoku fight. Excuse me. Like he also was one of those high-paced cruiserweights. Like I wouldn't say like he's definitely up there with the elites, but you know, as far as I say, like Ray's the best. There's no better than that. But I mean, out of a lot of the superstars that have come through WCW, I enjoyed Taka. I think Funaki had more character off camera because they always had him do the skit stuff.
Funaki was a big character guy.
You know, he was the character guy, but like Taka was like the actual fighter, the wrestler. I feel like I don't know if that makes sense. If you agree to disagree, whatever. I liked him. I didn't mind watching a Taka Michinoku match, even when like it was Sunday Night Heat or some shit or a pre-match to a pay-per-view. I was like, all right.
And just to show you how racist WWE was back then, they had another Asian play a cowboy called Jimmy Wang Yang, an Asian from the South.
I vaguely remember. I didn't remember
Jimmy
this.
Wang Yang was a good cruiserweight.
I didn't remember.
He was a good cruiserweight.
I didn't remember
him. He
this
was
next
really good.
one. We had the Bronze Warrior Kenzo Suzuki, who I vaguely remember
That's
with Hiroko. I think I remember Hiroko more than I remember him.
Hiroko was the girl who came out in the
Yeah.
in the Japanese outfit, right? You
Yeah.
know, with the kabuki face and the dress and the fan and the whole 9 yards. She was also. Wait, did you say Kenzo Suzuki?
Yeah, Kenzo Suzuki. I really forgot about him until now. Like, till seeing this paper.
This is going to sound racist, but I don't mean this in any way to to our Asian people from Japanese, Oriental, Chinese, whatever. Actually, fuck China.
Motherfucker.
I keep forgetting Tajiri and Kenzo Suzuki almost look identical. You could mistake Tajiri and him.
I'm looking back. I don't think I could, but if you're not a wrestling fan,
You could you also got to remember they're all, they were part of the cruiserweight division, so they didn't really.
well, actually, no. This is fucking the Bronze Warrior Kenzo Suzuki. 2 nicknames here versus the badass Billy Gunn. And I I was really figuring like maybe a crazy finisher will come and I'll remember him
Billy
like
Gunn was
Tajiri.
still, hold on.
Yeah, bro, like Tajiri. Like I'm thinking like
This
Poison
is 04,
Mist.
right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm thinking Poison Mist though, or the Tarantula, like Tajiri signatures. I'm thinking when I see a famous move, I'll remember this guy. But never happened.
Why doesn't this ring a bell?
Never happened. It was a knee to the back of the neck, a modified neck breaker. Like he had him like this, like he was
That's
going to do
right,
the
it never
Scorpion Death Drop, and then he just did like a knee breaker, and that was the end of the match. You know, well, I mean that was knee to the back of the neck, but I think I predicted Billy Gunn on there. I think I wrote Billy Gunn 1. I think.
Was this still during the tag team of Chuck and Billy, or is Billy Gunn
to the
already
back.
back on a singles run?
No, this is badass Billy Gunn, bro. Badass Billy Gunn. You know, post.
You see, because this is really drawing a blank in my mind because I could have swore in 04 he was in TNA with the ROADDOGG.
Might have been 05.
Already doing the Voodoo Kid Mafia.
This might have been like on his way out because they're pairing you with Kenzo Suzuki, like somebody who I'm assuming the company was trying to give a huge push to, who just didn't last around. And Billy Gunn's that trainer. He's that guy to kind of.
I guess so because
Hunter's,
don't remember
Hunter's
Billy
calling
Gunn being around anymore.
Yeah, Hunter's
after Chuck and
calling Billy, and he's like, Billy, I got this guy I want to put, or Vince, whatever. I got this guy I want to put. You know, at the time.
All right.
But,
I'll let it pass.
Anyway, even Paul Heyman is almost taking like Paul Berer's place with this urn now, because now we're gonna move on to actually never mind. This is just a promo. This ain't even the match yet. But I mean, he's holding Paul Berer hostage, so it makes sense. I don't really remember it until I saw him like slam him in the trunk. Then I remembered the segment and I said, okay. I'm like, why does Paul got the urn in the beginning of the show? He's like this with Taker, and then now I'm seeing the whole segment and it's the concrete crypt, you know, and I don't know, man. It's weird shit. Paul Heyman just holding the urn. Like I was like, it slipped my mind, but it brought back memories. But anyway, we have Sable whip cracks versus Torrie for match 5, actually. Now Sable is on fire, almost like a devil at this point. She's wearing all red and black. Taz says, Sable is just a cat.
And this is after the second sexual allegation she put against Vince McMahon. So
I thought you were going to say
right
Taz.
before she married Brock Lesnar.
I thought you were going to say Taz, because Taz says, another quotable by Taz in this episode, Taz, you're just as good as Jerry Lawler for the Blue Brand. He says, Sable is just a cat. She kind of has the purr of a pussycat. You know, that's what the new pussycat. Oh, he said, you know that song. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I believe it's from Looney Tunes, if I'm remembering correctly, though. But it's, what's up, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, pussycat? And it might be Tweety singing it or somebody chasing the cats. I don't remember. But I don't know. That was just a funny line. I had it cramped here, so I read it fucked up. But he said, Sable is just a cat. She kind of has the purr of pussycat. You know that new song? What's that? What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pause. Michael Cole says, or a bobcat. And there's an awkward pause. And then Taz just chuckles a little bit. Like, yeah, like, fuck are you thinking about a paw? Like, that's the greatest thing you could think of ever. Like, we're thinking of pussy and you're thinking of Bob. In my mind, I'm like, right?
This is Bob. Bob doesn't like Sable. You should like Bob too.
Bob is a cat who doesn't like pussies. Like, come on, bro. he's like, it looks like a pussy cat. You know that new song? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Or a bobcat.
All right, I don't want to hear that for the 5th time.
Awkward pause. Yeah, whatever you fucking say, Michael Cole. You fucking brick.
Fucking loser.
Torrie in that red, white, and blue, though. Miss America. I always hated her theme, though. That you can move with your voting. I always fucking hated that song, bro. I don't know what it was about. I don't even know the fucking lyrics. That's how much I hated it. Not gonna lie though, Sable was older, but she's still hot as fuck. I wanted to see a Sable bomb though this match. I wanted to see it. but
The only reason why Sable was
didn't.
able to do a power bomb was because on an episode of Monday Night Raw, she power bombed Mark Marrow.
Yeah,
And
made him look like a
that's the
bitch.
only reason why. And as Jim Cornette would put it, so you give the girl who's 120 pounds, you tell her to power bomb a 240 husband. So now you got this 6'2" chick who weighs 120 pounds with the pneumatic tits sitting there power bombing her husband. Yeah, that makes great storyline. Then you got Stone Cold calling up Vince McMahon the next night going, "Oh, well, you know what you know what you just saw last night on the pay-per-view with Sable bombing fucking Mark Marrow, right? Now what the fuck we going to do with this storyline? Now it makes no goddamn sense. How are we going to have a man who's a Golden Gloves winner getting fucking powerbombed by his wife?"
Vince was just like, "There's tits, Austin. There's tits. People love tits. They're coming to see titties."
No. Vince McMahon, Vince Russo, and that little fucking beaver tooth motherfucker who sits behind the fucking production thing, fucking Kevin
Sullivan.
Fucking no, fucking beaver tooth motherfucker. I'm trying to
The
remember his
comb
name.
over, the fucking always interviewing people, right?
Dun. Kevin Dunn. Yeah, Kevin Dunn.
That's his name?
Beaver tooth motherfucker, yeah. It's fucking 2021. Go get your 1960s fucking teeth fixed with your $10 million, you jackass.
I mean, yo, the match was weak as fuck, though. I mean, they knocked heads, possum roll up. You see half of Torrie's ass. I mean, that's a Playboy ass that you could have bought for $6.99 and like $59.99 or whatever the pay-per-view was going for. I want to see a little bit more than just a quick cheek. Her shoulders weren't even down. And I mean, Taz mentioned it. Taz mentioned it. Shoulder
Brock
wasn't
Lesnar
even down.
had to, Brock Lesnar had to pay $500,000 in order to even get into that pussy. He had to fucking pay $500,000 to marry it.
Hey, man. Brock Lesnar was just like, "I'm not Brock Lesnar. I am Cock Lesnar." I wish I could put that fucking photo right here. I still didn't show you that meme yet.
Cock Lesnar?
Yeah, with the Paul Heyman and him on Johnny Sin's dick. Fucking the veins pop. I think we talked about it like 2 shows ago. I was gonna send it to you. I had Johnny Sins back like this, holding his dick, and it's a vein, and I put Brock on it like, ah! And then I have Paul Heyman on Johnny Sins like, "Cock Lesnar." It's sexually explicit, folks. You can head over to Our Time Is Now on Twitter and see that. I'd put it on the Wrestling for Time page on or Wrestling Time, actually. Wrestling TYME. I'll post it. But,
oh my god, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, bro. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, bro. And I don't know what made me think about it one day. I think I was just so tired of Paul Heyman going, "Brock Lesnar." And I was like, "Dude, you're on his dick." And then I was just like, hold up. Big dick. Brock's head. Paul. WWE should hire me for creative. I mean, we got like 2 matches. Let's just wrap these 2 matches and then we'll just shoot the
WWE
shit.
should be hiring, but I heard TNA is definitely hiring.
So, I mean, we're just gonna move to this next match.
No,
Hardcore Holly.
Didn't get the joke.
Wait, what'd you say? TNA's hiring?
Yeah, you said maybe WWE should hire me for creative. It's like, oh well, I hear TNA's hiring.
Of course.
Get it? You get it? They're dead.
Are they really?
They're looking for creative
they're gone
ways to get out of the ground.
Yo, they're gone.
TNA is now Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, Impact Wrestling, but I'm saying it's still TNA, like Total Nonstop Action Impact, or no?
No,
Gone.
It's just Impact Wrestling.
Oh wow. Okay. Damn. TNA no longer around, huh? Took a long enough time though.
That's why I made the joke, But I heard TNA's hiring.
Yeah. Okay, made sense.
Creative
I didn't realize they were gone because I think it's Pluto TV or one of those free TV streaming apps is always showing the old ones.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, they're always showing the oldies, like the old TNAs and.
Yeah, the good TNA, which most of the WWE, some of the WWE superstars are right now, like AJ Styles,
Samoa Joe,
Samoa Joe.
I do like
Eric Young.
I do like some of the wrestlers that we do have now on the roster though, for WWE. It's just I just don't think they're running the right direction with it, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Could just be me.
CM Punk. CM Punk worked in TNA from 2004 to 2005.
Oh yeah.
CM Punk. CM Punk's on the original first 50 episodes of TNA. He's in them.
Oh shit. The fucking. You remember
Shinsuke
Mordecai?
Nakamura. Fucking Mordecai. That's Kevin Thorne. But yeah.
Wait, you know who that is? Really?
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot.
Kevin Thorne
I forgot
in
that
ECW.
guy. I forgot that. Oh really? I forgot that guy even wrestled for WWE. But we have. I just want to get through this so this way we could shoot the shit and just go into more wrestling history. But Hardcore Holly versus Mordecai. I always wanted him versus Taker.
They were building up Mordecai to be the white version of the Undertaker.
Always wanted to see it.
Which is what they did at WrestleMania 25 with Shawn Michaels versus the Undertaker.
Always wanted to see him versus Taker. I seen him live at Nassau Coliseum one time. I was like, that should have been Taker versus Mordecai, not Hardcore Holly. But anyway, that's just my opinion.
They were building him to be the light side of the Undertaker, and it was supposed to be a WrestleMania match where they met up at the Royal Rumble. Well, the plan was for Mordecai to come in at the Royal Rumble, start making a name for himself. And since we were getting towards the Rumble, have him in the Rumble. The Undertaker comes in the Rumble. He eliminates the Undertaker, and then that sets up the match for WrestleMania, which Mordecai originally was supposed to be on the 21-1 list at WrestleMania. He was supposed to be one of those people that was on that list.
Yeah, and better not have been the one at all.
But they ended up changing it to Randy Orton. And, well, hold on. Who did Taker face at WrestleMania 20? No, it was Kane. He faced Kane at WrestleMania 20.
That was Dead Man's return from American Badass after Kane buried him alive. Well, after Kane helped bury him alive with Vince, I think.
Yeah, so that was the original plan for Mordecai, was to build him up to be the big, the white version of the Undertaker.
Which we're bringing up WrestleMania 20 again, so motherfucker's gonna get that WrestleMania 20 show coming very soon. That's gonna be a long one. I think that's like a 4-hour show, but it's a great one.
Madison Square Garden.
MSG, bro.
The infamous double fingers to the cameraman backstage from Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. But
he sits there, he looks at Goldberg, he looks at Stone Cold, and he looks at and then he looks at the hard camera, and then he goes,
I forgot that's Goldberg. Goldberg, the ticking time bomb, and Brock Lesnar, the movable object or whatever.
No. Brock Lesnar, the next big thing versus the NFL superstar Goldberg.
But I remember when Vince was giving the promo, he said Goldberg, the ticking time bomb, and an uncombustible or a combustible force and Brock Lesnar or some shit. But
should have been one of the greatest matches of all time.
Really was.
Sucked.
We didn't get it till years later. The makeup match they did. We didn't
get it until a couple of years ago. Yeah. And let me tell you something. When Goldberg came back, Brock Lesnar was the champion. It was fucking great. Goldberg comes back. Brock Lesnar's like, I'm going to beat you again like I did last time. And then fucking boom.
No, Goldberg beat him the first time, bro. Goldberg beat him.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 20. Goldberg won.
But here's the thing. But in Brock's mind, he won because he quit the company. So he already had one over Goldberg. So, but in his mind, he thought he won. So he wanted to expunge the, as they said, he wants to expunge the loss that was given to him over 10 years ago. And then as soon as Goldberg hits the ring, spear, 1, 2, 3, it's over. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a quick. When Goldberg came back though and did that quick 1, 2, 3 spear, 3 spears, whatever, and a jackhammer to Brock and finally won.
That's how they should have booked him in the beginning.
That's how it should have been. Automatic destroy from WrestleMania 20. Then this match should have been. But I think, like you said, if that was like Brock quitting the company, that could have been like his rebellion. Like, yo, I ain't fucking laying down being no bitch. I don't give a fuck if it's Bill Goldberg. I'm fucking Brock Lesnar. Like, he was like, I ain't gonna fucking job for anybody.
Brock Lesnar still wasn't a big of a name as he is today.
But still, in his mind, he's the next big thing, Brock Lesnar.
No, understandable. But if it wasn't for the fact for him going to UFC,
Mr. Here Comes
and
the Pain,
legitimizing himself, as the next big thing, that's what really legitimized him as the next.
That's
big
why
thing.
Vince loved him. He was like, we got another Ken Shamrock on our hands.
Oh well, he little inside fact, there's a reason why Ken Shamrock will never come back to the WWE.
Well, let me tell you, he can kick major ass, but he's not title worthy.
Yeah,
Take your hint on that one, and that's exact words from Ken Shamrock himself.
he was always intercontinental or like hardcore or some shit.
He's
you know,
not
European.
meant for
European.
world titles.
Triple H was like, he was in the corporation when I was there, and I didn't really like the guy, so made sure he doesn't really stick around.
Ken Shamrock came out on an episode of Inside the Ropes or Chris Van Vliet or whatever, and literally said the only reason why I haven't been back in the WWE is because of a large nose, large forehead guy who said I'm not world title material.
He kind of looks like a Neanderthal. You might recognize him if you see him on TV. He had long hair. He used to spit out water.
Kind of short now.
He used to spit out water.
You know, I still have bigger muscles than him, including at my age, and I actually work out. I'm not on roids.
But I mean, like, let's just wrap this Mordecai. I mean, anyway, it was 2 close calls by Holly, sit down spine buster by Mordecai, 2 count Alabama slammer, and then a reverse crucifix-like maneuver, kind of like Razor's Edge. Even that's what I said, and then Taz was like, almost like a Razor's Edge maneuver, and I was like, exactly what I was thinking, just the crucifix, and then 1, 2, 3. I predicted Mordecai because he was new, and I knew they were trying to push him, and then they won. But here's a funny thing. Dawn Marie talks to Dupree backstage, and he said, I will get even by protesting. I will protest and get rematch for championship. And then in walks Nunzio with a guy with big feet. I mean, that's what he's talking about. He said, Nunzio walks in, and he's like, you know what they say about guys with big feet? And I'm dead. And then he walks up. I forget who the guy with the bull, the fucking fedora was that was always with Nunzio, the bull or whatever the fuck his name was. Or Johnny the something. FBI.
Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't Big Guido? Because he was known as Little Guido.
It might have been, but he wasn't even that big, bro. And it's funny. He looks down and he goes,
well, hold on. There are 2 FBI's.
Well, it was Nunzio.
FBI's. There's the FBI's from the old ECW days.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which was Vinny the Guido, Little Guido, and 2 other guys. Vinny the Guido used to be the manager. Then it was Nunzio, and then who used to be Little Guido.
Uh-huh.
And then there was 2 other guys. Then
WWE
repackaged them as just the FBI, but it was Nunzio and 2 other guys.
I don't remember. I'm gonna post the picture right here because this dude walks up and he goes, guys with big feet, and he's looking down at Dupree, and you could see Rene Dupree's boot. And this guy is wearing like fucking like what The Rock used to wear, like those white striped pants that are baggy, and it's like over his shoes. You can't even see his fucking feet. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy dissing? Guys with big feet. Bitch, you can't even see your fucking feet. But I'm like, it was just funny. I don't think they realized it when they cut it. But Nunzio's like, you know what? Look at my feet, Dawn. You know what they say about guys with big feet? And then his little goon is laughing at Dupree. And he's like, yeah, guys with big feet. And when they pan down, you can actually see Dupree's feet. But you can't see this motherfucker's feet behind his pants.
Yeah, Little Guido was like 5'3", 5'4", really, really good fucking wrestling. Really good. He could kick the shit out of anybody.
I'm gonna post it though. It wasn't even the fact that he was a good wrestler, bad wrestler, none of that shit. It was just a funny segment. And I think like WWE, when they panned the camera, they were like, maybe no one's gonna catch it, but oh fuck, you can't even see this motherfucker's feet, and he's trying to roast this guy, you know. But I don't know. We'll have to see that. I was like, you couldn't see past his pants. I was like, I'd rather be a size 6 than a size 3 or a size, you can't see me.
You can't see me.
That's it, kid.
You can't see me. I can't see you. Can you see me?
You know what they say about guys with big feet. You can't see me.
Can't see me.
That's going to be a fucking TikTok, bro. I'm going to have John Cena coming out. Do.
You can't see me.
All right, kid. Oh shit, we got 2 matches left. One match I didn't even write down here because it was the Taker match, and I forgot that was the main event, and that match was really thrilling. But We have the WWE title. We have Eddie Guerrero versus JBL in the Texas Bullrope match. I'm pretty sure this is the first ever Texas Bullrope match, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe JBL had one before and he's just reintroducing it.
This is, I think, the first time. No, I think this is the first time WWE has used the Texas Bullrope match. I think since
earlier days, like 80s.
They did it. Okay, hold on. They did it with Roddy Piper and I think Bret Hart in the 80s. They did it. I know they did it a lot in WCW because that was my match. Okay, baby. I was the one who created.
Was it Dusty?
Bullrope match. That we use that a lot in WCW. Now, as Jim Cornette would say, that would be coming a gold tooth. That's how you make a lot of money.
All right.
And money is how this business is drawn, baby.
All right. I didn't even know.
Gold tooth.
I didn't even know Dusty did it before, but I mean,
that was a Dusty match.
I'm thinking like
I honestly think the Texas Bullrope match was introduced in the late 70s. Probably 75, 76.
More around time of rodeos and stuff.
Well, that was more of the time where he was more of a bigger star. He was in the NWA at that time. Dusty. So I'm thinking he probably started the match. WWE tried to imitate it, and then when he came in the 80s and everything, I think that's when they finally adopted the match.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember that they did a lot of Texas Bullrope matches in fucking WCW.
Yeah,
because that was Dusty's thing.
I didn't even know, but it definitely makes a shitload of sense now that you're saying Dusty Rhodes and that they've done it before, but because I'm thinking
Dusty Rhodes was actually, if it wasn't for Dusty Rhodes, we wouldn't have probably about
80% of the matches that we have.
No. Probably a good 25% of the actual specialty matches that we have today. Kind of like First Blood.
He was a creative genius,
stuff
bro.
Like that.
Yeah, he was creative genius.
Very creative. Very creative.
I mean, but well, anyway, this was definitely my first.
And I want to see my people spar on the movie stage. So the ring is the movie stage, and I'm the director. I'll tell you what to do. You go out there and make me money.
And then he raised Goldust, and Goldust was.
And Cody Rhodes.
24K production. No, I know. Make a movie, but no, fucking Anyway,
I don't like cross dressers.
It's definitely one of my first Bullrope matches that I witnessed. I would say this is one of the greatest American bashes ever, but I haven't really gone back and watched all the great American bashes, so I really can't say that. But as for me, it was definitely one of my favorites because it was the first return of the Great American Bash, and we just had smoking hot divas.
Oh no! The greatest Great American Bash. Triple H versus the Great Khali for the World Heavyweight title in 2008. That's sarcasm if you don't know what it is.
Wait, Triple H and Great Khali in 08, you said?
Yes. You look at
doesn't appeal to me.
Triple H is like,
it didn't appeal
I just want to
nobody.
take down the biggest motherfuckers to make me look like the baddest game around, brother.
Oh my God, that was a legit match that happened. Triple H versus the Great Khali at the Great American Bash. I believe it was 08.
He was probably wrestling him like, come on, Khali, we did this in training. Man. We went over this in training.
No bump tonight. I do no bump.
Come on, man, you got to do the knee to face. I got to jump up. You're going to have to bend down so I can hit you with my fucking knee, man. You're too tall.
No.
But
Ali no do nothing tonight.
I mean,
Ali
this
just smack you on head and win title.
chop. How? Nah. But Great Khali, I mean, like, I can't front when he did come over to WWE after doing the Longest Yard movie. I was very happy.
Great
I was
movie,
like,
by the way.
I couldn't wait to see him in action though. And then when he did the chop, I was like, no one's fucking with this guy. It kind of reminds me of what's AJ Styles do? Haas right now. And I like him. But he's a lot more athletic than Great Khali. I mean, like, maybe.
Haas still has yet to have a really good match. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I just like watching
keeping him in the back wings right now.
He's in development. He's in development though. But I mean, this is a battle, bro. This is
I
North
like
America.
Big sweaty men. I want big sweaty men on Monday Night Raw.
This is North America versus South America, kind of. I mean, Mexico is really its own, actually. So, I mean, it's like a Mex-American.
Texas versus Texas.
To the LWO Latino World Order. Eddie.
It's kind of Texas versus Texas. Actually, it's Republican versus Democrat.
I was in the Nassau Coliseum one time, shortly around
Eddie
this time.
is the Republican, and JBL is the Democrat, the racist Democrat. There you go. I just solved the whole story.
You don't think it's switched?
Republican.
You don't think it's switched over there? Switched?
No. JBL, because if you listen to the
JBL's
promos
like, me
at
and
the
Donald
time,
Trump, we made
JBL
plenty of
was
millions
racist.
together. We made plenty of millions together. We're billionaires. We're richer than you Americans.
He is JBL. Watch the storyline over. He's the Democrat in it. He's the racist.
Yeah.
Eddie's the Republican,
Well,
man.
The Republican, he says. But yo, I was in Nassau Coliseum when fucking when JBL came out. Around the time they must have been building this storyline or somewhere in there. And Eddie's on the ropes just chilling like he used to do. JBL comes out in his limo. But he was just chilling on the ropes like he did, man. That was Eddie, you know. He's just sitting there, legs crossed. I miss those days, bro. I seen Taker come out in fucking Nassau Coliseum. That shit was wild too, bro.
Two-stepping, and he's sitting there two-stepping.
I was always a Raw guy. I liked going to Raw at Nassau because Austin was the sheriff around the time, and he'd come out and, you know, glass break, riding his quad and shit. But when I went to a SmackDown show, it was like, this shit's dope too, bro. I was on the left side of the Titantron during Raw and on the right side during SmackDown, so I'm looking this way, and the Titantron's this way, and then SmackDown, the Titantron was that way, and I don't know. I always had a good experience, bro. I'm just so happy I went to those shows when I did, you know. Happy.
Every
I
single
wish I had
Monday Night
pictures.
Raw that I have been to over the past 5 years have been fucking great. I've been to
I
three
wish I had
Monday Night
pictures of them,
Raws.
man. I had Eddie Guerrero like on the ropes on one of those fucking Fujifilm or Polaroid wind-up cameras, disposable shits, bro. I don't know whatever happened though.
I got videos.
But
I was there the night after WrestleMania 35 where they were at the MetLife Stadium, and Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental. No, Zack Ryder won the fucking tag team titles with fucking Kurt Hawkins and broke Kurt Hawkins on losing streak of like 195 losses to like 0 wins.
I mean, before this match though, I'm already missing Eddie, bro. I mean, even before it starts, I just like, fuck, man. Like I posted to Twitter, like I was really drunk like a week or so ago, and I said I think Eddie Guerrero was like one of the greatest, like from like I think we talked about it, like Sasha Banks, like Finn Balor, I think maybe, and like a couple others that he influenced, King Ricochet, and I'm just like, yo, this dude really inspired like people. Like there's people who are like from our generation that are living today that are still like never forgot about Eddie, bro. When a lot of the youth and a lot of the young kids, like it's gonna be like a generational gap. But these people, by looking out, and that's like their icon, their idol, it's gonna keep his spirit alive. I mean, Dominic, I think, is another generation that's actually going to transcend that and keep his legacy alive. But right now we got Limo versus Lowrider this match, man. And I don't care if you don't like me. Everybody want to fight me. He's in the building, bro. It's a no DQ match. Yeah, unless you remove the rope on purpose. Like, what kind of bitch-ass rule is that, JBL?
Yep.
But, what the fuck? I mean, you know, you use it as a weapon, and then this match is on, bro. Hashtag Foley is God. Hashtag Foley is God. Foley is God. I don't know what the fuck I meant by that. Maybe they might have said commentary on it, like, or somebody was holding up a sign that said Foley is God. But I mean,
Foley is God.
Yeah, I mean, Chavo had the Chavo sucks, and Eddie gets the Eddie chance. I forgot how much of a great bad guy JBL plays, but
plays a good racist.
Yeah, I mean, this one was a lot of
And
a
a
lot of blood,
really good bully in real life.
breaking tables and shit. They're you know, JBL power bombs Eddie. They're busted. Well, JBL's busted open first. I mean, Eddie hits the frog splash with the rope. during the match, like he did the three amigos, okay, frog splash with the rope, and it wasn't that long of a rope anyway. Whips JBL with the bell, jumps over his head like going for the end zone. Angle comes out and screws Eddie. Well, looks like JBL wins. He looks like shit. He's bloody and battered. He's holding his title. Oh, with me, with me, with me, with me. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Eddie whooped your ass, boy. Eddie's sitting there like, the fans knew, the crowd knew. Eddie had it, bro. Eddie had it, but what do you know? But I don't know. We are coming up close on 2 hours, so we're gonna wrap this last match. We got the Undertaker in the main event versus the Dudley Boys. I don't even remember the build for this story. I don't remember.
Neither do I.
Nothing ever happening with this. I'm just like, okay, it happened. Like I said, when I saw the vignette earlier with him closing the trunk, I was like, kind of brought memory back. But Dudley Boys are vicious. They're whooping Taker's ass this whole match. Paul Heyman's pulling down the thing. Berer's almost there. And then after Taker fucking finishes the match, like Taker does, because badass Taker, he goes up, and I'm thinking, nah, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. Save me, Undertaker! Save me, Undertaker! Pulls it. Rest in peace, Paul. I didn't think Taker was gonna kill Paul Berer there. I thought he needed Paul Berer.
Neither did I.
I didn't think so. I thought he was gonna be like, yes, I'm saving you, but Any comments on those last two?
No. But if you got any comments, put them down below.
You know what
after
it is?
You watch this video.
It's Great American Bash.
Please give us some
2004.
feedback. We need the feedback. The feedback's great. Is there more stuff you want to listen to? Do you want to hear me rant more? Do you want to hear him do more impressions of what he can do?
Definitely don't want.
Do you want to hear my impressions? But
let us know.
Give us some comments. Leave us some feedback.
And be sure that we got t-shirts coming out soon, so you guys can check the t-shirt links. They will be in the description once available. In the meantime, you can buy us Dr. Squatch. You could start a podcast with PodDecks. You could buy us a coffee if you feel the need to. You could Cash App us. You could do whatever it is to help support the show. All the links and the sponsors. You could even go to the Anchor app /support. The link, I think, is below. And you could buy it. But in the meantime, you could get a cool shirt like this. Oh, yeah, baby. We out. Salute. Till next time, we'll do another Great American Bash before jumping into WrestleMania 20 in August.
Roll Tide.
Let's go, baby.